Hey, what's up everybody? ForneverWorld here today to do my review of Naruto Shippuden episode 239. Once again, a filler episode, but this episode is more so focused around Ino Shika Chouj, basically, that whole team and such. And the episode is funny because it starts off and I'm like, wait a minute, is this Naruto or Twilight? Because it starts off, first of all, her Ino's dad walks in on her getting dressed. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? When did this stuff happen to Naruto? And then, after that, he starts asking her, so which one are you choosing, Shikamaru or Choji? I'm like, what the heck? It felt like a freaking Twilight movie for a second there. But then basically it starts getting into the meat of the story, and we meet this old Genin. He's supposedly the strongest Genin in the whole village. Well, that's a lie because Naruto's still a Genin, but his name is Kosuke, and he's really this old guy, and he's not the greatest shinobi ever. He's in fact actually not that good of a shinobi at all, to be honest with you. He's always getting caught up in having to get saved by people. And in this episode, no less, he gets saved by Ino Shika Chouj twice. But they don't remember exactly when he starts talking to Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji, because they meet up in, current time, and they're talking about, like, there's about to be a war and such, and he's like, oh yeah, I got saved twice by Ino Shika Chouj, and they're like, wait a minute, we only remember saving you once, and then we get a flashback of that, and then we see this awesome flashback, and I thought it was really awesome. We actually get to see Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji's fathers in a fight that they had back around the time where Orochimaru tried to take over the village during the third Hokage's reign, and I gotta say that that was pretty awesome. I really like seeing them in battle and such because it was something we don't really get to see the older generation often and what fights they had and such. Especially that fight was pretty awesome to see them. They handled it like pros. Kudos to them; they were definitely awesome. And basically, this episode was really just showing that Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji, they're a really good team, and kind of like their fathers before them that were a great team, they're becoming a great team as well. And I thought this episode was really important because certain events that go down later on in the series, you'll see that it's really important that they're a great team and such. And even Shikamaru says around the end of the episode, well, we're a good team and stuff like that. So it's all good. By the way, this episode was animated very nicely, very beautifully, especially at nighttime scenes. There's a scene where we see Asuma in the nighttime. Everything is animated really nicely. They did a really great job with the animation on this particular episode. And it was just nice to see Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji in an episode focused around all three of them. I guess it was more so in the end really about Ino, but it was really about the bigger scheme of them, the three of them as a team, because they kind of promoted this as episode about Ino, but it was really about the three of them and their teamwork and such. And I guess seeing that Kosuke guy is kind of funny because he's like the oldest Genin ever and such, and that probably could have been Naruto had he not become stronger and get friends and such, and become who he is today. So I'd imagine Naruto probably would have been this Kosuke guy in alternate timeline or something had he not gotten stronger and everything that happened with him and such. Overall, pretty enjoyable episode. The beginning, I was like, what? With the whole Pairings thing. Maybe I'll put that in the title, Pairings or something, because that was just funny, and stuff like that. And but again, to me the highlight of the episode was actually seeing the older generation, Shikamaru and Choji's dad fighting. And battle and such, seeing their dads go crazy and such, that was pretty freaking awesome. Seeing a flashback of Shikamaru and Choji fighting was pretty awesome too. Especially it was animated nicely. That was I really like that this episode was animated really nicely. Gave it more of a, oh man, I gotta see this, and I probably would even rewatch this because it was pretty nicely done. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Favorite moment, was you like, what the heck with this whole pairing stuff? What do you think of Kosuke? Do you think that could have been actually not I'm not saying the character himself, but like, do you think if Naruto had not become what he is today, he could have eventually ended up like a Kosuke in another timeline or something? And just your overall thoughts of the episode. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Thumbs up for Ino Shika Chouj, and have an awesome day, people.